So let's start this weekly video with this big and good news for all of the family members of AC Astro Astrology for Beginners course. Akash is going to start from 9th of November. Classes are on weekend. WhatsApp number on screen, module on screen. You can join from your home anywhere, from any part of world. Most welcome. And now the weekly horoscope week starting from 22nd September to 28th September. A big transit of Mercury already happening today. What about other planets? And for all 12 ascendants. Let's welcome Akash ji from Calgary, Canada. Namaskar, Ram Ram Akash.
Namaskar, Rohitji, Ram Ram. Thank you so much for inviting me here. Very nice. So we will discuss about the 22nd to 28th of weekly horoscope, starting with Moon entering into Taurus and getting exalted. Very, very beautiful week. Finally, Moon has left, the eclipse area, and now 22nd onwards, things will be better. Moon is also making Gaj Kesari Yog, which is very, very positive. In this week, Moon is making two yogas, Gaj Kesari as well as Malaxmi Yog. So absolutely one of the most beautiful times for wealth. Second house is where Moon is making this yog. Anyone who's working on property or wealth or anything to do with their investments, very, very brilliant time. Then Mercury enters into Virgo, getting into exaltation. So now here it is in 23rd of September is one of the most auspicious time when Moon and Mercury both are exalted here. Exalted Mercury is in the sixth house, so that means depending on your depending on the area related to your debts, if there are very big debts that you're going through, you will see a lot of relief in that area. Enemies will not be able to trouble you, and very, very awesome, beautiful thing can happen in the workplace. So beautiful, like it is one of the most best thing that is happening to Aries ascendant this week. Then the astrology classes starting on 9th of November. So all the details are below. The appointment link is also below. So if you go in the description, click on the link, you will be able to understand about the astrology course and what you will learn here. The modules are also written on the screen. Then for Aries ascendant people, Moon is entering into Gemini. So now Moon enters into the third house, makes a Malaxmi Yog. So that means some communication from very nearby or very short-term gains or anything that has to include a lot of money from a small place, or how do I say, maybe short distance travel, which can also be very fruitful, and you can get a good contract because third house is also the area of contracts. In fact, listening about your work also is possible because Mars is putting an 8th aspect, exalted aspect on the 10th house, which means that during this time there can be possibility of getting something from the from your career also. So one of the best, like this is one of the very beautiful thing. All the problem, struggle, and the mental stress that you were going through because of the eclipse has now calmed down. So very beautiful. Since remember, Moon is approaching another eclipse, but Sun is going to be making a solar eclipse during this time. Moon will make Amavasya that same day. That is Sarva Pitru Amavasya. But otherwise, Moon is also approaching eclipse. So next week is going to be a little bit of challenge, like around 2nd of October. But before that, things will come into order. Lot of problems that you were going through will solve, and then finally Moon comes to its own house. So Moon is first here exalted, then Moon goes and makes a Malaxmi Yog, then Moon is sitting in the fourth house. Absolutely blissful time for your home environment to be very, very good. In fact, lot of spiritual awakening can also happen because this is also the house of moksha. So fourth house is also the house of moksha. So first house, the house of dharma. Second house of dharma, kama, moksha, and Roji, what is the fourth one? Artha. Second house
Dharma,
is
Artha, Kama,
so
Moksha.
dharma, artha, kama, moksha. First is dharma, second is artha, third is kama, fourth is moksha. So it's also the house of moksha. So very beautiful time for spiritual bliss. So make the most of it. It is one of the best week for Aries ascendant people. All the best. Do subscribe, and there is a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments. For Taurus ascendant people, Moon entering into Lagna, making in combination with Venus, one of the most beautiful combination that can happen in one of the Dharma houses, that is the first house, one of the beautiful houses. Your self-confidence will be at illuminated power, like it will be completely illuminated. You'll be looking very bright and very positive during this time. And later, Mercury entering into the fifth house, the lord of your second house, wealth, coming to the fifth house of lord of the house of Mahalakshmi, the Dharma Trikon, and it is going to get exalted there. It's one of the most beautiful things that will happen. So wonderful position for your children, for happiness, for love. In fact, for startups, those who have been thinking that, okay, I need to start something, a beautiful time. So money wise, this another third thing is happening. But before that, astrology classes are starting from 9th of November. The link is below for joining. I think almost it is all complete. So whoever wants to join has to quickly enroll, and all the best. We will be meeting here for 8 weeks and learning astrology from the depths of Parashari Vidya. Then Moon is making Mahalakshmi Yog in the second house of Mahalakshmi. And with Mars and Moon together, it is going to be wealth, some wealth that has been, you have been worried for a very longer period of time that it has to come to your life, may now come. And it's a beautiful time for all the Taurus and people. Family wise, also, it's a very positive time in terms of, either gaining from the family business or family life, or, from your close family members is also very much possible during this time, because Mars and Moon are here. So Mars is an aggressive planet, and this is the house of speech. So make sure that your speech is in very much control, and especially anything to do in terms of someone doing any research or you doing any research and trying to be fanatically proving yourself. This is where the whole problem is, because Mars is aspecting your eighth and the ninth house. Ninth house is house of higher learning, and eighth house is the house of research. So you can be very adamant over few things, which will be take going against you. So this is the weak point here. Otherwise, very beautiful time for investments, getting money, speculative gains. Amazing time for share market also, because Mercury is in the fifth house. So beautiful time for romance, children, share market, family values, money investments. Beautiful time. And then finally, Moon enters into Cancer, into the third house. Very good time to apply for visa if you want to apply for visa for a long distance journey, or very good time to initiate or get yourself enrolled in some kind of what to say, religious event or some kind of volunteer work. Also possible that you in your community can do something. Your siblings can show you a lot of support during this time, and short distance travel will be very, very pleasant for all the Taurus ascendant people. So all the best. Amazing time for you. There's a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments. So click and you will be able to talk to me in detail. For the classes also, everything has been mentioned there. For Gemini ascendant people, September 22nd is when Moon will enter into Taurus, into your 12th house of spirituality, of solitude, and also house of introspection. So here, Moon making a very, very beautiful spiritual yoga of Gaj Kesari in the Dushtana. Not very effective, but still Jupiter is an absolute benefit. Moon is a benefit. When two benefits come together, this is the time that spiritual bliss, or subconsciously you'll be very, very happy during this time. It is possible that some expenses happen in terms of your relationship, or for your partners, or for your wife, or that kind of stuff. So some money wise, some thing can be there that you have to spend on luxury, or maybe you yourself or your family will be doing some charity during this time. And absolutely, this is Pitru Paksha, getting in the 12th house. Such kind of yoga, Gemini ascendant can get what you say, moksha kind of relief from their karmas. So very negative karmas can go away if you do a lot of donations during this time. Donations especially related to rice, related to turmeric, should be done. All the best. Then Mercury will enter into Virgo. Now, Mercury in the Virgo gets exalted. That means it is at the highest power. That means highest benefit giving. This is happening in the fourth house of real estate. So, if you are working towards real estate, or working towards anything to do with your homeland, or anything to do in your terms like getting your house redecorated, getting some few things like new artifacts for the house, or signing up for renovation, this is that period where you will get success in this. In fact, because the Grahan is also approaching in this fourth house, so I would suggest that if anything happens before 30th of this month, everything good. As soon as Moon is completely approaching the sixth house where the Grahan is going to happen, Mercury is going to safeguard as much as possible. But still, we have to be very careful in terms of making any decision after 2nd of October. So this is what we have to be around 2nd of October, around the beginning of October. So if before October it is happening good, after 5th of October, then you can start making any decisions related to real estate if they can be put on hold. But you don't have to put yourself on hold. 9th of November is when Astrology for Beginners, the 8-week course starts. The mode is Zoom. We'll be talking every weekend. For India, it will be evening time. And for all the North America, it will be morning time. For Australia, it will be evening time. And, for Singapore also, it will be evening time. So this is the area from where I got someone from Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan. So many people have been joining. One I got from Mongolia also. So one beautiful family is getting created. So awesome. Very, very good. Here, uh, later for Gemini ascendant, Moon will enter into Gemini itself, into the ascendant, and making a Mahalakshmi Yog with with Mars and Moon together. Now here there is a beautiful thing, if you can see, that you yourself will be illuminated during this time. That means Moon, because it is coming to your own into its ascendant, that means it will illuminate you. And there can be beautiful money that can be made during this time from your own effort. And this is not the your attitude, your behavior, your appearance, and everything will be very, very pleasant during this time. And it is going to continue because Moon is going into the second house of wealth. Second house is where Moon will go into his own sign, and someone coming to own house will restore all the happiness related to that house. So wealth promises, status promises, speaking somewhere, trying to go there, speaking somewhere, getting some kind of attention from the other people who are listening to you, is what is possible during this time. So all the best, make the most of it. For Cancer ascendant people, here Moon is entering into Taurus, into the 11th house. What a beautiful transit of Moon, getting into the 11th house in Gajra Yoga as well as Exalted, trying to give you absolute benefit during this time from social circles. It is the time that many people from around socially, or someone coming from very distant colleague or something, may come to your life and give you some kind of news which will change your life forever for the good. So beautiful thing is happening. Then later, Mercury in the same day getting into third house of communication, getting exalted here. That means absolutely some very short, how do I say, maybe some kind of very good news for a shorter period which will make you happy, but it is shortly coming to you. There is also possibility of some travel, very good before 30th of September, these kind of travel. But after that, it is going to be a little bit challenged, because it is Moon is going to approach into an complete eclipse, and that is going to be a solar eclipse where Sun, Ketu, and Moon will align. So we have to be careful during this time. Otherwise, absolutely wonderful time in terms of getting some small things, like very good relationship with siblings, with neighbors. In fact, all those who have applied for visa and not getting any news, now here you'll get good news during this time. So beautiful time for Cancer ascendant people. Make sure that during this time, short distance journey are done with little care, okay, because of Sun approaching its degrees toward Ketu. That's what is required. And 9th of November is when the Astrology for Beginners course starts. So all the details are below in the description. Click on it. You'll be able to come on WhatsApp and discuss about the classes and join ASAP. Otherwise later they'll say, please, can we join this, that, whatnot. So I would suggest that let's have fun. Let's understand astrology in a very, very spiritual way, not very, very bookish way. Cancer ascendant, then Moon enters into Gemini, into the 12th house, and now here Moon is the Lagna Lord in the 12th house. So those who are waiting for going to foreign country, or those who have been waiting to get some monetary benefit from foreign countries, now this is the time that such kind of instances can happen. So beautiful time for you. Long distance, also health wise, there'll be some relief to you that you may find during this time. This is Mahalakshmi Yog. So if there is any kind of any kind of blockage that has been there from a distant land from where you have to take money, it will now go away, and you may find some bliss during this time. So all the best, have a wonderful week, because Moon will finally enter its own sign, and you will say that, okay man, I'm restoring all the happiness, peace, illuminating your house, brightness. But this is waning Moon, it is going down, 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 down. So the problem here is that this Moon can create a little bit of anxiety also somewhere. Some everything is happening very good. What if the situation continues or does not continue? So such kind of effect can happen. So very careful. Otherwise, beautiful time for all the people. Anxiety, don't get into. Do lot of vandana of Bhagwan Shiv Shankar. Always Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Nothing, no one can come, no energy can harm you. All the best. And for appointment, the description is in the link. For Leo ascendant people, what a beautiful week, because 10th house in the career, especially the area where you were supposed to do a lot of to and fro must be happening and stuff like that. Here in the career area, you may find absolute bliss, wonderful bliss here in the career area, especially because of Gaj Kesari Yog and the 12th house Lord in the 10th house. So some beautiful news from a foreign country is coming amidst this eclipse period. When eclipse it is approaching an eclipse, still beautiful period, is beautiful thing is coming. Some big gains or promise of big gains are coming, especially through career. Now another thing, if you see second house Lord in the second house getting exalted, so money problem, 23rd of September is when money problems calm down, and there will be possibility of you earning good money during this time. Also reaping out very beautiful things from your investments. Absolutely very important planet is Mercury, because it is the owner of Earth. Second house is called the Earth house, and Earth means all the money, all the possibility of gains that you have, so that you can prosper in your life. So the first rule of anyone in the world is that to please the second house planet, make sure that you are very much aligned to the second house. If you are in a dhar, if you are in a very very what you say, in a very very earth kind of situation where you need money, material life, so you have to appease the second house lord. That is where everything will come from. Okay, so all the best. That's why, appease the second house lord, appease the sixth house lord, and appease the 10th house lord. These are the three konas for earth. When you want to make money, it is second house. When you want to take a loan and make money, sixth house and do work and get money, and 10th house to do karma to get return money. So these three houses planets are absolutely very important for Leo ascendant. Venus, then Saturn and Mercury are extremely important, and absolutely they are only kind of malefics only for you. So very careful, because we have Mercury Maraka, Venus, the lord of third house obstacles, and Saturn, who's again a Maraka. So three planets who are Marakas are only Karakas for you. So very very carefully take care of these three aspects of your life, and you will get a lot of money later. Oh, we have to discuss about money. So money is going to be happening in the second house, and then course starts from 9th of November. Astrology for beginners 8-week course. We'll be learning astrology in depth learning beautifully on Zoom. So recording is available. Make sure you are part of it, and all the best for the new family members that will join, and we will be talking so many beautiful things. Beautiful for Leo ascendant people. Then Moon is entering into Gemini, into the 11th house. 11th house is again house of gains, very much awesome gains, and it is where you see Moon and Mars will make Malaxmi Yog. Mars is absolutely a yoga karka in this chart. Again, money from distant. The 12th house lord is sitting in the 11th house, means money from distant land is promised. So there is going to be some kind of transaction that can happen from a long distant place, and you can have some monetary benefit here. So beautiful time for Leo ascendant people. Then moving on to the 12th house. Here Moon will come into the house of we call moksha house, or we call the house of losses, we call the house of spiritual realization. We also call this house of ashram. Whenever you'll have specifically Lord Leo and people Moon placed in this sign, and you will read that there is ashram yoga or something like that, do not take it very literally. It is that in your old age, in the older times of your life, you will be completely isolated, like you are living like a life of a monk. Completely no one will be there by your side when there is death. That is why it is called the house of an ashram. Whenever you're in an ashram, you're completely isolated, right? You are just involved in taking gyan and only chanting, and when you die, no one is around you, your family. So this is kind of the placement, but this is also the placement of higher consciousness to get active for Leo ascendant people. This is the time that those who have been trying or understanding to go to foreign countries, beautiful time for them. Those who have been those who have been trying to establish their connection with spirituality on a very big level, and because, or those who want to do siddhi, that means vaka siddhi, especially the siddhi that is related to your speech. Mercury will be in the second house. Moon will enter there. There will be four planets together. It will be absolutely a time to do vaka siddhi on 2nd of October. So those who want to do Saraswati Mata, any siddhi, any kind of penance they want to do in terms of their speech to become very effective, this is a beautiful time. You can connect with me on WhatsApp to understand that how you can enhance it, and your chart has to be seen, that which is where sitting where, and is there promise or no. But many people who have, by example, you have Ketu in the second house, or you have Moon only in the second house, then it is possible to do this once in a lifetime kind of alignment of Vaka Siddhi. But here, Moon in the 12th house, be careful about spending extra money just for the sake of other people, and that may put you into a little bit of debt because of the seventh aspect of Moon on the sixth house. So try to keep every balance wherever possible. All the best, Leo ascendant people. There's a WhatsApp link in the description, so you can contact me for personal appointments. All the best. For Virgo ascendant people, this is the most beautiful week that you can expect in September. Amidst of all these troubles, now this is a good time, especially because Moon is entering into Taurus, into the ninth house. What blessing do you need more than this? Moon in the ninth house getting exalted, your dharma house is activated, a lot of positivity comes, a lot of higher knowledge, and especially because Jupiter is here, so that knowledge will convert into wealth also, because it is Gajya Kesari Yoga. So some important designation if you're trying to achieve, this is an absolute beautiful time, and very good of time for higher learning and also pilgrimage. Many people will be traveling towards pilgrimage during this time. It does not end here. Mercury enters into Virgo, so your ascendant lord is coming back to ascendant, telling that okay, in my sign there is going to be an eclipse happening, so let me take care of this. So it is exalted, become very powerful here and try to protect you. During this time you will come out to other people as very intelligent, and very attitude will be very blissful during this time. So what beautiful do we need? In fact, this is the time that your lot of people must have been feeling in the past, because Mercury was in the 12th house, maybe feeling a lot of detachment from work, because the 10th house lord was in the 12th house of losses and detachment. So that could have been happening. Now you will again come back to your original form and start working very awesome towards your goal. And those who want to learn astrology like this, how we look at planets, what we do and whatnot, this is the absolute opportunity. Starting 9th of November, very low cost for all the international people. It is just $15 per class for a 1.5 to 2 hours of lecture with presentation time. So when we talk about how many classes, 16 classes, it is $251. I want to make sure that we are making astrologers or giving the gyan of astrology to the right recipient only. So all the best. Astrology for beginners 8-week course is starting. So 8 weeks, 16 classes. So make the most of it. All the details are here, and in the link you can click and come and join. Virgo ascendant people, then what happens? Moon enters into Gemini, into the 10th house, making Malaxmi Yog years. Those who have been waiting for promotion, those who have been waiting for, they've been promised all these things, but not got the next level. So here your next level begins. So beautiful time for all the Virgo ascendant people. Make the most of this time. I'm very happy for you guys. In fact, those who have been waiting for getting power also, even not promotion but power, and some enemies who has been trying to trouble you. I saw one Virgo ascendant guy, Rohiji. He has this kind of placement. He said, sir, any enemies come to my life, anyone, automatically they get transferred, I get safe. So such kind of yoga is coming. So beautiful time for all the Virgo ascendant people. And then Moon enters into the 11th house of gains. So bigger gains, your goals coming true, your goals, you getting one step towards getting your goal. Very good relation with siblings is seen, and some wealth wise also there is great promise during this time. So just imagine, for Virgo ascendant people, Moon has been given the 11th house of wealth. Okay, so that means Moon 11th house of gains, like big gains. So Moon owns a very important spot here, as well as Venus owns a very important spot here. That is the house related to second house, house of money. But Venus is also Maraka. Such people, because they are very materialistic, if they have Venus in such placement, by the way, they're materialistic people, and such people become poor in their end years, because they spend lavishly and then later they have to worry about now what to do. If they have the placement of Venus only in the second house, such people are very extremely highly spending well people. But great week, man. All the best, Virgo ascendant people. Make the most of it, and beautiful time for you. Libra ascendant people. So Moon is entering into Taurus, into the 8th house here. Now, not a very good placement of a planet like Moon and Jupiter together in the 8th house, because these are both benefics. And what is the 8th house? It's a malefic house. They will try to bring down the effects of maleficness in the 8th house, but not give you absolute results. Only results that it can give during this time is about your inheritance, anything that has to do with property, because of the Mars aspecting the 8th aspect on the 4th house. So anything that has to come through as a property, this is the time that you can get a green signal in that area. But otherwise, not a very pleasant time. Here you can be in daydreamings and do some accident or stuff like that, which will not be a very big trouble to you, but at least it will create a little bit of impact in your mental health. A very good time for learning, like spiritual occult knowledge. Very good time to do anything. Very good time to do sadhana, because Moon is approaching an eclipse, and during eclipse there are so many siddhis, so many rituals done to achieve greatness, that this is the time. What is siddhi? Siddhi means that okay, I'm learning and now I become an engineer or a doctor. That doctor degree is a siddhi. Somewhere when you start doing something like chanting some mantra or something, you master it so much, or you connect with that energy infinite time. That means you are engineer for life. Same way you'll get siddhi for life. You will get that kind of you know what you say, if you recite it again and again, and you will create that channel between you and that kind of energy. And once it is aligned, you are always connected to that energy, and you can just immediately use it for any kind of problem that you're having. So that is what it is. Here, Mercury enters into Virgo, into the 12th house. Those who are trying for foreign country, one of the best period for you. Those who are expecting something from foreign country, one of the best period for you. Those who are thinking of traveling to a foreign country, one of the best period. So expenses is there. It will be related to either foreign travel or either something related to do with spirituality. So there may be possibility that you may be doing big donations during this time. Ruchi, one of a person I have who's Libra ascendant, he said you love Libra ascendant, right? He said I am old, and when I die, I will put your name in my will, that let my money go to AC Astro, and you can claim it. I will send you the copy. He's an old guy. He said I have no one. I did not marry. I did not have kids. I made a little bit of property somewhere in USA. So he said I will give everything to you. Then you can convert my whole home into ashram. I said, more said and done. This is a very big responsibility and very good gesture, but, and he must be listening right now. Thank you, sir, you're listening. It's a very good gesture, but I would suggest that, I don't know what my life path would be that time. So I would suggest that give it to some charity who is doing something from a very, very longer period of time. I don't want anything from you. But he said, no, you see, I have your address, I have this and that. A will come to you. I'm like, okay. Libra ascendant, because I love him. They're like, because of you love us so much, that's why I'm giving you. है ऐसे बहुत लोग. Then, so Virgo ascendant in the 12th house, very good time for spiritual awakening as well. So beautiful time to get something from foreign country, getting settlement from foreign country. Those people are waiting for green card or indication about that from US, that also is possible. Those who are thinking in India, we want a visitor visa, this, that, whatnot, things will work out for you. So all the best. And 9th of November is when astrology for beginners 8-week course will start. 8 weeks, 16 classes of almost 2 hours, almost. It is going to be a very much blessing to learn astrology. I think I have manifested that, those God want them to learn astrology should come. Only that they should come. Or those who will make a difference in other people's life after learning this should come. That's what my whole, manifestation towards this course is. It's very, very affordable for everyone. So let's hope for the best. Libra ascendant people, moon is entering into Gemini, into the 9th house for you. Malaxmi Yog in the 9th house. That means your destiny will be completely favoring you, but there may be possibility of trouble in job, because the 10th house lord is sitting 12th from itself. Making Mahalakshmi Yoga also means getting severance pay and getting layoff. So very careful if that is the situation. Don't even panic or worry, because moon is then entering into the 10th house, and that will be a very blissful time for you. So spiritually also you're going to do good. Monetary benefit is also there, but also career wise new directions can be seen, and many people who are thinking of applying for new jobs and trying to get new jobs, beautiful time for you. So all the best. There's a WhatsApp link in the description also for personal appointments. So those who want to talk to me in detail, understand their chart, and and understand their kind of life by are they taking the right path or no, you can contact. Don't even worry about money. Let's see, we'll work it out. All the best. Scorpio ascendant people, your moon is entering into Taurus. Now, very important, Scorpio ascendant people, moon has been given the 9th house. Cancer has been given the 9th sign. That means it's an absolute important thing for you to reach the level of dharma. If you want to get into dharma, you have to see where your moon is placed, and that is the area from where you will see that where my dharma really lies, and how I'm going to accumulate wealth in this lifetime is through serving that purpose where moon is sitting. So absolutely, you should all read the Vedas, man. Everyone, it's all English available. This. See here, I'll show you. It's in front of me. This is the Rig Veda, Atharva Veda, Yajurva Veda, Sam Veda. You have to learn. You have to. We are just wasting our time. There is so much written in this to understand our life in a better way that you can't even imagine. Start something. Try with this book. Everyone has this. Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Try with this. Just don't read it completely. Just open a random page. You will get the answer in front of you. A person is said to be established in self-realization and is called a yogi when he is fully satisfied by the virtue of acquired knowledge and realization. Such a person is situated in transcendence and is self-controlled. He sees everything, whether it be pebbles, stone, or gold, as the same. The moment you See, this is the message for Scorpio ascendant people this time. The moment you will come into this realization that everything here is a creation of God, whether it is stone, that stone which has no value, you think will also be as valueless as diamond, or whatever it is in front of you. So anything that comes in front of you is will have no value ever. So get into that kind of life, that understand these kind of things in life, that it is everything is an illusion. Rohitji, sorry, I'm taking time of corporation people. I have to tell this. So, one of my friend sister got cancer. Okay, she said the moment my doctor said that you have cancer and there is not much time left, that immediate moment I thought that okay, this body is useless now. Because as soon as they heard that this is cancer, body became useless. Now what do I do? She said the whole life, last whole life came in front of me, and I said ki, oh my god, if I'm going to live only 3 years or 2 years or whatever my cancer is, this is what the research is saying, that I will not stay. Every minute is a very important. I will do everything that I desired in my life. I don't even care about my work. She left her work, but she sold everything. She said, nothing I'm going to take with me. I'm going to die in next 3 years. All my reports have been verified by 10 people. Now she went to this country, that country, she's having her life. She's like, this body is useless. My experience, the experience of my soul is very important. Moment you understand this, this is what you attain spirituality, you attain transcendence, you attain moksha. That you, the moksha area is very clear then. Sorry, I gave you a lot of gyan, but Moon entering into Taurus into the seventh house, making Gaj Kesari Yog during this time, is telling to be taking your relationship on a very next level, very beautiful spiritual level, because Moon and uh, Jupiter together is a beautiful, beautiful yoga, beautiful, wonderful yoga. So make the most, make the wonderful time of it. Secondly, understand that Moon and Jupiter here in the seventh house will also repair lot of relationship that has been not working in your favor. See, fifth house is where the eclipse was there, so a lot of problem in children and in problem related to creativity, blockages would have been there. Now this is the time that you will open up, be more communicative during this time. Then Mercury enters into Virgo into the 11th house, one of the again best news for you. So three best news if you see very carefully. Four actually. Saturn in its own sign, Venus in its own sign, Mercury in exaltation, Moon in exaltation. So that means 23rd of September is an absolute blissful day to do big sadhanas, big things, because all the planets are in a lot of power to give you something that you desire. And anything that has to do with real estate, anything that has to do with bigger gains, goals, anything that has to do with partnership, anything that requires foreign intervention, you have to try more harder during this time, because you will get gains during this time. Mercury in the 11th house is going to be absolutely blissful to get you gains from your social network. So beautiful time. And 9th of November is when Astrology for Beginners 8-week course will start. So you make the most of it. Understand that during this time, this course is going to be a very, very blissful, very, very, more than astrology, it will be more of a philosophical understanding of planets and why there were so many situations which gave us this kind of results about your chart. Also you'll be able to understand this. So all the description, everything is in the link below, so go for it. Scorpio ascendant people, again, then Moon enters into Gemini into the 8th house. Now whenever Moon enters into the 8th house, 12th from itself, so here loss of knowledge happen, loss of you making some kind of problem with guru, or some kind of not following the guru's advice is possible. So that can create problem to you. So whatever your guru is saying, whoever you think your guru is, or whoever he's is telling you something, try to be very, very absolutely surrender to them. Remember, this is the 8th house of gains through partnership, but because of not valuing other people's or your guru's advice, there can be possibility of losses also. You may suddenly feel that, okay man, this big thing went out of my hand. So such kind of things can happen. So absolutely obey guru. This is also a very important time for Scorpio ascendant people to visit their gurus, or take their blessings, or their presence. So whoever you believe in, whether in this material, like in this deha form, that means like alive or dead, does not matter. It is just that you have to pay obeisances to this guru during this time. Scorpio ascendant people, on the other hand, Mahalakshmi Yoga is happening in the 8th house. So some gains from partnership is going to fertilize now. That means it is going to say that, okay, all the problems are gone. Now the land is very fertile. Now we are getting the fruits. So this is what is going to happen. And moon entering into Cancer, then into the 9th house. That means your destiny will be supporting wherever you will keep your hand, wherever you will be doing anything related to your destiny should work for you. You will get really blessings in this also. So all the best, Scorpio ascendant people. One of the most beautiful times. Also, long distance travel. You may be traveling during this time. Maybe from 26th of September, there can be sudden travels that can come to your life, because it is also aspecting the third house. So longer distance travel for a very shorter period of time is also seen. So all the best. If you're coming to Canada, come and meet me. Uh, there's a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments as well. So make sure that you are clicking on it, and then we can talk about your chart also in detail. Sagittarius, all the Sagittarius ascendant people, Moon is entering into the 6th house and getting exalted. Not a very good placement for Moon and Jupiter both. But we have to understand that Moon here coming will end a lot of problems. It's a benefic planet. Jupiter is benefic planet. Whenever they combine, it will end a lot of problems related to debt, especially enemies who are trying to surface and give you any problem related to health or related to your personal life or in your workplace. They will be also be taken care of. And during this time, those who are applying for loans and trying to get approval for bigger loans or bigger debts, it is possible. Absolutely great time for doing it. Then 10th house is where your Mercury will get exalted. So 23rd of September, some very big good news can come from your workplace, and that can be very, very pleasant, especially because Moon is also exalted in the workplace, and 10th house where career is, Mercury gets exalted in very, very low degree. Mercury is very powerful. As soon as Mercury becomes higher degree, it does not become powerful. So it is said that a snake does not carry more venom. The kids of the snake, that means the small babies of the snakes, are more venomous. Same way, Mercury in lower degree is very powerful. In higher degree is not that powerful. So the lower the degree of Mercury in your chart, the highest powerful it is. So because it is a planet, it's a young planet. That's why a young planet will be always powerful when it is young, not in older state. Anyways, here Mercury is going to be very, very effective in your career area, power, promotions, but also illusion, because here Ketu is there. Ketu and Sun are sitting, and they're entering into an eclipse aspected by Mars. So there can be some fight also in the work area, but end of the day you will be victorious. So that is very beautiful. So always when you're fighting, also fight for dharma, not for anything to do with ego. Dharma. If there is something wrong happening, stand for it, fight for it. If it is not wrong and you're just fighting for your ego, then you're stupid. That's what should be done. Later, 9th of November is when the course starts, Astrology for Beginners. So here you can join Astrology, 8-week course, 16 classes, 2 hours, almost 1.5 to 2 hours is, I think, Rohitji, that is kind of thing. It always happens, 1.5 to 2 hours. Yeah, and we have to be, I'll be showing presentations, making you learn from the beginning. You have to unlearn many things and learn to understand that astrology is deeper than what you think. My 7th house, Rahu is in my 7th house, what happens? No, there is a reason for everything that happens. So Adhyatma and astrology together, let's learn it very, very higher sense. Then Moon is entering into Gemini for Sagittarius ascendant people. Here, Gemini 7th house is where Mahalakshmi Yog happens, when in Mars and Moon are a combination. So here, what does this mean? This means that during this time, you can expect some great news, and that news can be through partnerships. Your partner and you will be very good time to buy lottery. Rohitji, what beautiful case story I have. So a girl was born 8 days ago in Canada, in Ontario. And the day she was born, the mother and father won a 70 million lottery. And I reached out to the father. They've not replied yet, but I just want the time of birth of the daughter to understand what was the combination during that time. She was born on an eclipse, I guess, like 4 or 5 days ago. Eclipse birth, and they got a lottery of $70 million, tax free. 70 million is completely their own money. There is no tax on it. The daughter came to this world, and immediately their life changed. Just imagine, man. Daughter. Everyone should be so much lucky that they have daughters. Sorry. So here, money from partnership is also seen. So make the most of it, man. Not I'm saying lottery nahi aayega, but I can say that you can get into partnership ventures during this time, 24th of September and onwards. If you can start discussion here, very good, but don't sign anything because there is an eclipse that is up. Moon is approaching an eclipse. Let it get completely unafflicted, and let it come to the ascendant. Then you say, okay, I will sign the documents now. But right now, just hold on to sign anything. Just you can start discussions. Very good energy. Then moon comes to the eighth house, to the house of investments, to the house of gains from either your in-laws, either your self, also gains from partnerships, and gains from insurance also is possible. So during this time, if any problem that is happening or people are waiting for such kind of things, you will get blissful time during this period. And some occult experience also can happen. Maybe you meeting some kind of occult person who have been trying to guide you, some beautiful news from that side also. Or also someone may be able to decode your problems that you're going through. So very beautiful time to get into any kind of occult intake, like understand someone who's occult, try to go and understand from them. So all the best. There's a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments. Those who are watching the video for the first time, do subscribe. Thank you. Moving on to Capricorn ascendant people, moon is entering into Taurus, into the fifth house. Education wise, beautiful time. Also, because fifth house is the house of speculative gains, suddenly you will see an increase in your income and speculative gains will happening. As we are also approaching October, and November is when Saturn also 14th of November becomes direct. So that means a lot of possibility from November also, that a lot of wealth that has been somehow not working in your favor will start working, and you will see beautiful results here. Moon in the fifth house, very good time for new love affairs. Also possibility of happiness from children, creativity, or also progeny. Many people who are trying to conceive, beautiful time for conceive as well. So great news. Then Mercury enters into Virgo. Now, Mercury here becomes exalted, and it's not a very small thing for Mercury to be exalted in the house that is absolutely related to destiny. And this is the house where your eclipse is also going to happen. So, here, destiny wise, a very important thing that in workplace, some kind of positive news can come. Also, there is possibility of your destiny suddenly working for you. You are not feeling well, and you've been trying to diagnose your problem for a very longer period of time, but now you will get some kind of result that, oh, this is why the problem was there. So absolutely very, very blissful time for Capricorn ascendant people, because Mercury is going to the ninth house. So destiny wise, things are going to be in very much favor of you. Knowledge wise, higher knowledge wise, both the houses, see, the fifth house is exalted moon, the ninth house has exalted Mercury. This is the time that on both the places you will see that 23rd of September is when blissful time to enroll into some kind of new education system, new place where you can learn something. And there is one opportunity we also have, that is starting from 9th of November, astrology for beginners course. If you want to apply, if you want to even talk to me on that day, because it's an 8-week course. You'll understand from the depths of astrology. I have beautiful way of working out, Rohiji. So what people are doing, people are sending their birth charts and saying that, am I able to make this my profession, or am I just can do it for hobbies? So that I can tell them, I tell them that, okay, 3 or 4 people I told, no, sorry, you cannot do astrology even for hobby, even for profession, because you don't have either good or second house or eighth house. So you should not do it, because if you say something stupid or wrong, other people will suffer. So that's why, to be very careful. That's why I choose everyone who's coming to the classes. If they want to learn for hook and crook, then it's okay. But if someone wants to practice, then I choose them. So you can contact below and we can talk about it in detail. For Capricorn ascendant people, this moon is entering into Gemini now. So moon enters into the sixth house here. The seventh house, Maraka, coming 12th from itself. Not good for married life. Huh? Very good for very problem. Some legal trouble, legal notices, legally enmity in relationship is also possible. But that will add you to this is a Dushtana. Understand, Dushtana means a negative house, and Moon and Mars together here can create some kind of expenses also, because both are aspecting the 12th house. But finally, you'll be able to recover everything. So because they are Malaxmi Yog, so it's also possible that from enemy, someone try to trouble you, but you only get out benefit out of it. So this is also possible. But some kind of trouble can come. Health wise, also very careful. Stomach wise, food poisoning, getting some kind of ulcers in the mouth, getting problems like in the urinary UTIs. This is possible during this time. Then moon enters into Cancer. So moon is the seventh house lord coming to the seventh house, Kendra lord in the Kendra house, but a Maraka for Capricorn. Whenever, that's why we say, when Sun and Saturn and Moon are sitting together, it is Vishya Yoga. Look, Saturn has given Moon the seventh house, the house of Maraka. That means whenever you die, you have to see this house is active. This is the killer house. Second house is also the killer, seventh house. But here, because Saturn owns the second house himself, that is why he says, no, I will not kill anyone. Moon has to come to give you some problems. So very careful. Moon is an extremely maraka for you. Do not do any remedy related to moon, especially wearing silver. One of the most important thing that you have to remove from your life is silver. Eating in silver, drinking in silver, getting silver coins, getting silver gift, anything should be prohibited, because silver will come, moon will become strong, you will get into trouble. Donating white things should be avoided. Wearing white clothes should be avoided. In fact, disrespecting your mother should be avoided. Those who Capricorn ascendant, you disrespect your mother, you are going to die early. So that is you will get into a lot of misery. So those people who do this, very careful. But moon in the seventh house, good for relationships, repair of relationships, or maybe the trouble that has come before with some enmity. This is the time to solve such things. So all the best. There's a WhatsApp link in description for personal appointments. And those who are watching the video for the first time, do subscribe. Thank you so much, brothers and sisters and friends and girlfriends. Aquarius ascendant people. Moon is entering into Taurus here. Now, Moon is the lord of the sixth house and sitting 11th from itself. That means you are going to get gains from enemies, also from real estate. Many people will be entering into the real estate, but Pitra Paksha is happening. So everything has to be done after 5th of October. If possible, you can start initiating the process, but not to take anything new. And also, a lot of Pitra sadhana, Pitra puja, Pitra donations have to be done during this time. Fourth house is where Gaji Kesri Yoga is happening. So Venus is, Jupiter and Moon are together here. So it is going to be blissful. Your house will get some very good news, or there will be some kind of very beautiful dharmic, or some kind of how do I say, in simple words, if I say, you'll take one more step closer towards moksha. So some beautiful ritual you're doing in your house, which will be very good for you. Then in the eighth house is where Mercury will become exalted. Not a very good house for Mercury, by the way. So Mercury is the fifth house lord, coming to the eighth house, getting exalted. Not good for, what you say, not good for partnership, but very good for speculative gains. Lottery, if it is legal in your area, there are two things that is happening. Number one, Mars aspecting the eighth house, and eighth house lord in the eighth house. Mars aspecting Ketu, that means Mars and Ketu are very powerful beings. Mars aspecting Sun, and Mars will aspect Moon also. So 2nd of October is a very, very lottery day for you guys. So if you want to play during that time, or some draw that is coming out of 2nd of October, there are chances of you getting speculatively very much gains. So, everything that you do with utmost care and utmost guidance. But I would say it is a time of good speculative gains that is coming to you. And partnership wise, there can be challenge, so don't get into partnership. Do something yourself, and you can see gains. All the best. Also, there is one big gain that is coming to you. That is 9th of November, when Astrology for Beginners course will start. The mode is Zoom, and the recording will be available. There will be these topics. There will be 16 classes of almost 1.5 to 2 hours each. The course fees is also minimal, so inquiry is there. You can go down to the WhatsApp link and inquire. Aquarius ascendant Moon is entering into Gemini as well. So in the 5th house, now there is Malaxmi Yog in the 5th house of lottery and 5th house. So something very, very awesome is coming for Aquarius ascendant peoples. Not lottery only, money. Lottery in any way. Education wise, you learn something, you get some kind of knowledge which will change your life. You get something from your children which will change your life. Your loved one can tell you something which will change your life. So something very beautiful during this transformative energy of eclipse. Also something very beautiful is coming your way, so please make the most of it. And then also imply it on our workplace, because Moon is entering into Cancer, into the 6th house. That means such kind of things should be implied in daily life, so that you gain from such kind of things. Here, when 6th house Moon comes, all the problem related to your health, all the problem related to your enemies come on surface, by the way. So Moon is a very emotional planet, so emotionally you can be drained during this time, because it is coming to a dushtana. And absolutely in 3 4 5 days it is going to get into an eclipse, so it is preparing itself, and it is also in going into amavasya mode. So very important during this time. If you have pets at home, 6th house is the house of pets. Very, you will see that their behavior towards you will be very, very kind, and they will come and be very nice to you, because somehow they will understand that emotionally you're not doing very good. So do comment below, those who have Aquarius ascendant, and during 26th of September is when what encounters they have from with their pets is also important. Also workplace, while you will see a lot of sympathy towards you, so that is possible. Then all the best Aquarius ascendant people. Sorry, I was in lot of, what you say, I was gone in a lot of trance, so I did not understand that it is ending. But all the best, guys. Have a make the most of it during this time. Don't take big loans and all. Try to avoid such things and be very, very extremely spiritual. Do some good deeds because it's Pitra Paksh. Everything will go towards your Pitras. There's a WhatsApp link in the description also for personal appointments, and those who are watching the video for the first time, do subscribe. Thank you. Pisces ascendant people, moon entering into Taurus. So moon here is the fifth house lord and exactly sitting 11th from itself. So some beautiful news is coming from the effort that you have put in the past. Now you are supposed to take fruits from it. Short distance travel will be very, very good. Sibling love will be very, very good. There will also be possible that you gain from sibling or your friends or some very close social circle of your life. You can be doing very good because this is the place where Gaj Kesri Yoga is happening. So this is another layer here, which will include your what you say, your thoughts to manifest. Third house is the house of thoughts also, huh? That what you think, the communication that you're having with yourself internally in a very hidden way is the third house as well. So your thoughts may come to life, so think good. Then awesome, the Kendra Lord, fourth house Lord, fourth from itself in exaltation. Very good time for career, very good time for getting promotion because it is 10th from the 10th house, fourth from the fourth house. So even inner peace is going to come, very possibility of getting status also, good news in relationship also, good news in terms of fixing some kind of marriage, getting proposed, everything, such kind of things can happen, or maybe finding the right partner for you. But understand that eclipse is approaching. So for eclipse, because of eclipse, do not get into a lot of, what you say, lot of partnerships and stuff like that. So try to avoid it till 5th of October. Pitra Paksh also ends, eclipse also ends, and then we can think about making our things official, because Navratri will come, then Diwali will come. So all the auspicious time is coming. So all the best. Now we are talking about two more, but 1 second, because 9th of November is when your astrology for beginners course start. Very less seats left, so make the most of it. Try to enroll ASAP so that we can be. I'm taking 30, 35, and they are forcing me because so many people are there. They say, sir, now 9th November, so many people will come. Make it 40, make it 50, but I'm trying to keep it low as possible. So once you want to join, immediately take your spot. We'll be not discussing only astrology, we'll be also discussing the stories behind this, also understanding that why it is so, what you say, why astrology is so awesome and how you can interpret your life, and also understand that everything is so temporary, man. Those who are giving value to this Louis Vuitton, same values of a $5 purse. It is not what the purse brand is, it is what is inside it. That is more valuable. So understand that whatever your how do you look and all does not matter. What is inside, what the knowledge you have, that matters, man. And this is the time to get knowledge, to understand your life. Some or the day or some life or time or the other, you will have to learn this to understand yourself. So why not now? Make the most of it. So Pisces, moon will enter into Gemini, into the fourth house, making Malaxmi Yog here. So some good news, those who are into transaction of real estate, so you will get some kind of positive nod here, and you will get some gains here. Also, those who are trying to buy any conveyances or any car or stuff like bike, whatever it is, you should avoid during this time. Why? Because it is Pitru Paksha. During this time, we do not take anything that is new and can if your ancestors are pleased with you, very, very good. Take new, they will come and see, oh wow, our lineage is prospering, so very good. But if you have not done anything, and if you take something and they come and see, they say, okay, he's taking all this but not trying to give pay his obeisances towards me, let me do something, let me, this person should not be happy. So these are the kind, this is very human nature. After that death also, the soul does not change. Human nature, we are always not very happy when other person are progressing, even if that is our own brother. Nowadays that kind of time has come, because there is jealousy why I am not able to do it. I see many people, Roji, who come to me, they will say that, oh no, in my office I am doing so much hard work, other people are not doing, they're getting recognition. They're not happy for them that, okay, their luck is working, what they must have done something right that they are getting something. Even they're going into the boss's life and licking their whatever it is, still they have kala, right? They have some kind of approach towards it, that how they want to get up the ladder. Everyone has to evolve, do smart working, not hard working. So this is that time that you may be able to get such kind of knowledge also into your life, that this is the time to, how my inner peace is now restored, I have to make sure. Then moon enters into its own sign, into the fifth house. There's very good news from children, those who are trying for progeny. Very good time to conceive. Very good time to get into spiritual sadhana. That is something to do with mantra chanting. Use your past life deeds. Try to understand the planet. That is moon. That is your past life. Everything that has to do with past life has to be seen with moon's placement. Wherever moon will be placed in your chart, it will reflect that this is the area where something wrong happened in your past life, and you have to now, you know what you say, really work on this. If moon is exalted, for example, in the third house, that means in the past something, there is some karma with the brother, so you have to work towards it. If moon is, for example, sitting in the 10th house, that means some kind of karmic result is with your mother-in-law as well as your career. In that place, whatever people will come across your life, you have to pay them your karmic debts. So beautiful astrology is to understand our lives. But this time, good news for children, good news through children, good news for education, and also very, very good news for speculative gain that is related to share market, stock market. So money wise also, you can see that graph going up. All the best, guys. There is WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments. And Rohit ji, thank you for listening very patiently. All the best.
Thank you very much for detailed analysis, and those who want to take consultation from Akash ji, details on the screen, link in the description box. Click connect and you will have a one-on-one Zoom meeting, Zoom video consultation with Akash ji. Thanks to all the family members. Thank you, Akash ji. Thank you very much for your detailed analysis. We'll meet in some next video. Till then, Jai Shri Ram, Jai Hanuman, Jai Mata Di, Om Namah
Jai
Shivaya.
Malaxmi. Om Namah